Have you ever found yourself in a season of uncertainty, where the future seems unclear, and anxiety begins to creep in? In these moments, when fear or doubt takes hold, the Bible reminds us of one powerful truth. We can trust in the Lord, always. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. This verse encourages us to release control. Often we try to make sense of life's challenges using only our limited understanding, but God sees the bigger picture. When we fully trust him, acknowledging his presence in every step, he promises to guide us, leading us in ways that we may not yet comprehend but are ultimately for our good. Jeremiah 17:7-8. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, truths of his word, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, truths in abundance. And shall not see when heat evils cometh, but her leaf truth shall be green, flourishing. When we place our hope and trust in God, we become like a tree rooted by a river, unshaken, nourished, and resilient. Even in life's droughts or difficult seasons, our faith in God ensures that we continue to spiritually grow and bear fruit, the goods of love and charity. This verse paints a vivid picture of strength, security, and abundance found through trust in the Lord. Psalm 56:3. What time I'm afraid I will trust in thee. Fear is a natural human emotion, but this verse invites us to turn our fear into faith. When anxiety or fear strikes, our immediate response should be to trust in God. We don't have to navigate our fears alone. God is there to carry us through. Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works, our talents and uses of charity, unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. When we dedicate our actions, plans, and work to God, he provides clarity and wisdom. This verse assures us that when we commit our endeavors to the Lord, he will guide our thoughts, aligning them with his purpose, bringing us success according to his will. Isaiah 43:2. When thou passest through the waters, his truths, I will be with thee, and through the rivers they shall not overflow me. Immerse me in falsity and evils. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned. Burned meaning punished for evils. Fire, in the spiritual sense, can mean either love or hatred, depending on the context. Just as natural fire can be either comforting in keeping you warm, or scary in burning down your house. So fire signifies a love, either a good love of the neighbor and to the Lord, or in a bad sense selfish love of oneself that, if unchecked by conscience, leads to hatred of anyone that opposes it. God promises to be with us in every trial. The waters of hardship will not drown us, and the fires of struggle will not consume us. His presence is a shield, and his promise to stay by our side through it all is unshakable. No matter how overwhelming the challenge, he walks through it with us. Psalm 143:8. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, in his truth. Each new day is a chance to hear God's voice and trust his guidance. This verse invites us to start our mornings with a prayer for direction and to trust that God will show us the path we should walk. When we lift our souls to him, he responds with his loving kindness, showing us the way. 1 John 5:14. And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us. This verse reassures us that God hears our prayers. When we pray according to his will, we can trust that he listens and answers. Our confidence in him grows as we align our desires with his perfect plan, knowing he is attentive to every word we speak. Psalm 91:1-2. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Trusting in God means finding refuge in his presence. When we dwell in his shadow, we are protected from life's storms. God is not just a temporary shelter, he is our eternal fortress, our constant source of strength. 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Trusting in God often requires us to walk in faith, even when we can't see the full picture. Faith is trusting God's promises even when we don't have all the answers. It's believing that He is working behind the scenes, shaping our path. It is His desire that we add charity to our faith, because faith alone is dead. This is what the early Christians did. They walked by faith and not by sight. They did not understand the parables of the Lord. But now, with the scriptures opened, the Lord has come as He promised. As the Spirit of truth, as we've mentioned in previous videos, we can more easily see, meaning to understand, the spiritual meanings of the Lord's words throughout the Old Testament and New Testament. This is what keeps it holy forever. Psalm 62:7. In God is my salvation and my glory, His divine truth as it is in heaven, the rock, divine truth of my strength and my refuge, my guiltlessness is in God. God is our firm foundation. In times of uncertainty, He is our rock, divine truth, and our strength. We can trust in Him for salvation and refuge, knowing that no matter what we face, He will never fail us. Hebrews 13:5, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Perhaps one of the most comforting promises in the Bible. This verse reassures us of God's constant presence. We can trust that no matter what happens, He will never abandon us. He is faithful, and His love for us is everlasting. In a world full of uncertainty, these Bible verses remind us that trusting in the Lord is the key to peace, strength, and guidance. God's promises are firm, His love is unending, and His guidance is sure. Let us choose to trust Him in every moment, knowing that His plans are always good, and His presence is always with us. Whatever you are facing today, remember these words. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. He is guiding you, protecting you, and loving you through every step of your journey. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, share with someone, and click the subscribe button so you will be notified every time we upload. Thanks for watching.